The more and more we say these things to ourselves, my body is broken, I can't get pregnant, I'm never going to be a mom, the more our brain holds on to these thoughts as truth. Did you know that over 80% of our thoughts daily are negative? When I heard this statistic, my mind was blown. And then I thought about it. I actually wasn't all that surprised. It's easier for our subconscious to dwell on the negative than it is to actually live in the positive. And our brains will do whatever it takes to actually stay comfortable. Breaking these habits aren't easy, and they call it a mindfulness practice for a reason. It takes practice. It is work. It is work that is going to benefit you in the long run. The fertility journey is not an easy one. When the months start to stack up, it becomes harder and harder to actually stay remotely optimistic. You start to wonder, not just what are you doing wrong, but what is actually wrong with you? Why is your body broken? The more and more we say these things to ourselves, my body is broken, I can't get pregnant, I'm never going to be a mom, the more our brain holds on to these thoughts as truth. Now, I'm not saying a negative thought pattern is the sole reason you aren't getting pregnant, but it's definitely not helping. If you believe that you can't get pregnant, do you think you're going to be 100% consistent with your health plan, or do you think it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to self-sabotage on your dark days? If you think, what's the point? This is never going to work for me. Do you think you'll be willing to invest in yourself and in your health to get the support you truly need, or will you pass up the opportunity because it feels pointless? Even if you don't see it, and you likely don't, your negative thought patterns are keeping you stuck in this loop, and we need to break the habits. This is where mindfulness truly comes into play. And this can look different for different people. What works for one person may not actually work for another. So play around with different ideas and find what really resonates with you. Some options to consider: gratitude journal. I really love this personally, and I spend 2 to 3 minutes every night on my gratitude journal. I fall out of this habit from time to time. I'm human, especially when I'm busy or when I'm tired, but I always come back to it because it really does help boost my mindset. This may be uncomfortable at first, but over time it will get easier. Take a few minutes, write down at least 5 things you are grateful for that day and why. It can be big, it can be small, simple, complex. Whatever you are feeling gratitude towards is right for you. It doesn't need to look or feel a certain way. Sometimes I'm just grateful for a hot shower. Sometimes it's women joining me inside Fertility Confidence method. Every day can be different, or every day can be the same. There really is no right or wrong way to practice gratitude. Meditation. Getting quiet and focusing on you for 10 minutes every day is a powerful tool. And much like gratitude journaling, it can feel uncomfortable at first. Remember, this is why we call it a mindfulness practice. I really love Circle and Bloom fertility-specific meditations, and they have programs for women at every stage of their journey. So I'm gonna link at the bottom of this video where you can check out Circle and Bloom and see if there's a program right for you. The last is positive affirmations. I love to do this almost every day. I prescribe it every day for my practice, for Fertility Confidence method. I also send out a Sunday fertility affirmation to everyone who's joined my email list, and I receive so much positive feedback from that. You can hop on that list by downloading my free 30-minute fertility boosting morning routine, which I'm gonna link in the bottom below as well. Find a fertility-friendly affirmation that speaks to you, something that you really need to solidify as truth right now. Write it down in a place that you will see it every single day. Make a graphic in Canva and save it as your phone lock screen or your computer desktop. Do whatever you need to do to make this affirmation appear literally everywhere in your life. And when you see it, say it, either out loud or quietly to yourself. The more you say it, the more you will believe this as truth. Take one piece of advice from this video, and I want you to make a goal to implement it in your own life this week. It can be a slow process. That's okay. You don't need to strive for perfection here. You simply need to try. When you do, watch how positivity radiates out into all areas of your life. Leave me a comment below on what your goal is for your mindfulness practice this week, and then come back to this video anytime that you need a refresher.